Hello and welcome into today's reading. This is going to be one of those Is This Your Person readings. So in this, we'll take a look at, it'll be a specific scenario. We'll look at kind of past, present, future energies for a relationship. And if the message is starting to resonate with you, or if the title catches your eye, then there's probably something in this message for you. If not, don't try to make the story fit. Maybe it's something that just applies to some other people that are watching today. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what messages want to come through. So we'll do some tarot, then we have some oracle cards and some timing cards, and then a love message oracle card at the very end. All right. This is a cut. All right. So in the recent past, we have the Knight of Wands energy and Nine of Wands in reverse. In the present energy, we have the Magician in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then the next level or incoming energy is the Sun in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So even though a lot of these are in reverse, when I put them out on the table and shuffle beforehand, I swirl them all out. So just that's the way they fell for today. So in the recent past, when we're looking at the Knight of Wands energy, that's going to be kind of this adventurous, like fearless, confident type of energy, as well as with your Nine of Wands in reverse. There's a little bit of that sense of exhaustion or like stubborn or stalemate energy. So it could be I guess, mismatch or imbalance between one of you wanting to have that like fun adventure, let's go out and do things, and the other one was wanting to kind of stay in more and just have kind of quiet, peaceful time. So there was a little bit of like this butting heads and some stalemate type of energy there. So then with the next level of energy coming in, when we have the Magician in reverse, that points to kind of some sense of like your talents are being wasted and a little bit of a sense of being manipulated. So rather than, I'll call it the more positive sign or positive aspect of transmuting energy, it's that feeling of being manipulated instead. So some of that could be a byproduct of the fact that since it has an element of like wasted talents in there, that if one of you wants to do things and the other one doesn't, the one who wants to do things has a sense of, I want to get out there. I want to be doing things in the world. And why is my partner not wanting to do this? It's a waste to be sitting at home. So there's that sort of feeling of, one of you feels like it's a waste to just not be out there in the world and to not be kind of acting courageously, so to speak. And it looks like right now there's a little bit of that sense of you've had some setbacks and some delays. So things are not moving forward as much as you would like them to. The next level of energy that's coming in with the Sun in reverse, that's kind of that pessimistic energy. So rather than having that optimism and, oh, things are going great, it's a little bit of that sense of, no, things aren't on track. Sometimes it can also be issues with your inner child, maybe as well, like feeling like you're not being heard. Your Eight of Pentacles in reverse for your future energy as well. There's a little bit of this like laziness, and so it's almost like this scenario of there's been this mismatch which is causing you to butt heads. A mismatch in the past that's caused you to butt heads. It's kind of put you in this sense of like, okay, well, what do we do now? We don't really know where things are going because we've had this mismatch. And so there's that sense of, is there really a future with this person if you do have that that stubborn energy, that kind of exhaustion, burnout, because it looks like one of the two has that confidence, wants to go out and do things, and the other one is maybe being held back. So let's take a look, and maybe I will grab a different deck here. Let's take a look and see what is it that is holding the other person back, because that seems to be the message that's coming through, is that one person has this drive, this enthusiasm, this zest, and wanting to go out and get things done, and the other person does not. So let's see if we can get any sort of clarification on why it is that the other person is not on the same page there. So we'll pull 2 cards here. So that is the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So the 6 of Cups, that's all about like comfort and nostalgia. And then your Ace of Wands is about creativity and a new beginning. So it's almost like there's a sense of, with the person who's not on board with all of this, adventure and fearlessness, because this also has a level of confidence, and it could be cocky. It's almost as if the other person is holding back because they're not really sure that this is the path that they want to be going on. So this person, this adventurous spirit, could be leaping before they're looking, and there's a sense of, well, wait, but what about the way things were? That the person who's being held back has a sense of nostalgia and kind of, I guess, also maybe like tradition and comfort. So this is pushing them a little bit outside of their comfort zone. So this person does want some sort of creativity or excitement, some sort of a new beginning there, but they're just not sure that the new beginning in the direction is the same as what their partner wants. So let's take a look for this incoming energy, since that's kind of that pessimistic energy, and it's, kind of that laziness. Let's take a look at what other clarification can we get on this pessimism. Okay. The Emperor in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. So the 7 of Wands is also about burnout. So you have burnout happening, kind of like exhaustion and burnout happening in both places. So whether it's the same person that's continuing to be burned out, or whether the, I'll call it adventurous one, kind of gets to that point, there's definitely, that's one of the kind of overriding messages, is that just getting tired. And then with the Emperor in reverse, that's a little bit of that rigidity. And so it's like a leader, but it's like, no, we're doing it my way. So it kind of seems like one person has maybe hijacked the direction of the relationship, and the other person is trying to turn it back, or trying to look back and get it to go in a different direction, and they're just getting tired of having that, I guess, underlying level of conflict. So let's see what other messages are coming out with some of our oracle cards here. All right, so with Gaia, Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. So some of it here, when we were looking at the clarification on the other person, like what's creating this sense of burnout, there is a desire to do something new and creative. It may not be the exact new and creative that the one partner was thinking, but there is this excitement and this magic and wanting to do something different and new. So it sounds like there is a willingness. It's not just I want to sit on the couch and watch TV all day. There is a willingness and interest in doing something new. It's just, what does that new look like? All right, here, this card is Forgive. May you let it be. So if there has been some butting heads in the past, the key to getting past that is the forgiveness piece of it. And if you are having a feeling of having been manipulated, then it's a matter of clearing the air and forgiving and moving past to be able to find what is the common ground. What is this new creative something that the adventurous, fearless, confident partner would also want to do. All right, let's take a look here. Take more time to meditate. So, especially those two are pairing nicely together. So taking some more time to think about it, just because what this person wants to do is not the exact same as what this person wants to do, doesn't mean all is lost. Doesn't mean, okay, we'll just throw it away. That expression, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So it's not a matter of all one way or all another way. Take some time to meditate and really work on what are the overlapping areas that you both agree on, and see where you can maybe come together. All right, and I guess we didn't really need timing cards, so to speak, on that, but let's take a look at, we'll pull a couple of these love message oracle cards. All right, one is gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. And then third party situation. So this was the first one that came up. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. So in terms of delays and feeling manipulated, with this third party situation card coming out, it could be that there's a third party interference that is happening. So now to keep in mind, that doesn't necessarily mean one person has started cheating on the other. It could be something as simple as, if you're not seeing eye to eye and this person is really excited about this new business opportunity or this new hobby, and this one's going, oh, wait a second, maybe this partner has kind of, oh, all right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And so now they're starting to become involved in something else, whether, like I said, a new hobby, a new project, and this person's feeling left behind because now there's other energy, and this person's happy creative spark of energy is being directed elsewhere. So that doesn't mean that it can't be tipped back, but just be mindful of it, that if there's too much friction and butting heads, and one of the two may be starting to put their energy elsewhere. So like I said, third party doesn't necessarily mean cheating. It's, I guess, any energy that is pulling one of the two partners out of the connection. Maybe they've started to become a workaholic, or they're working out and going to the gym all the time. So something to keep in mind. And I guess let's pull just a couple more cards. Actually, we'll go back to this deck. We'll pull a couple more cards for advice on how to kind of get this back seeing eye to eye. So we had the take more time to meditate, but let's see if there's any other final messages. What does this situation need to know? What do the people in this scenario need to know? And we'll pull two more cards. Page of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups in reverse is there's some disappointments and some insecurities. And then with your Ten of Pentacles, that's going to be stability and affluence. So it looks like there's some, with this immaturity and insecurity, be mindful of how you are interacting together, because if there's insecurity about what's going on, like for this partner, be mindful of how you're interacting with this partner, because it could be making them insecure. If you're off doing all these other things, it could be making this person insecure about the future of your relationship. And if you are able to be mindful of that and have some good open communication and spend more time meditating, you will be able to see some of that stability and affluence coming in. So affluence being your blessings, whether that's financial, whether that's energetic, but just be mindful of triggers about insecurity and not knowing where things are going. But take some more time to meditate, and hopefully this situation, you'll see some improvement in whatever way improvement looks towards you. So I hope today's message has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.